Welcome back. Our Entrepreneur of the Week proves that stepping out of your comfort zone could have you toasting sweet success. Correspondent Shannon LaNier is on location with more.
Caroline, this week's business owners took the risk of being the first in a community to create a total wine experience. Meet two pioneering entrepreneurs who beat the odds to create Harlem Vintage, a successful wine boutique in a community that never had one before.
A lot of people thought JJ and I were not of our full mind to open a wine store in Harlem.
The sentiment was, are you crazy? Why would you do that?
And they thought Eric Woods and JJ Greenfield were even crazier to consider giving up their great jobs on Wall Street. JJ started full-time at the store after 6 months when it began to show success, and Eric soon followed.
Well, it was very scary, and I always say that anyone wanting to open up their own business, whether it's wine or not, it always takes longer and it costs more.
For this team, it cost $300,000 in combined savings with a matching bank loan. It paid for all the inventory and the total design of Harlem Vintage.
We fashioned the store as if it were a wine cellar.
While the picturesque boutique started off strong, there were rough times when the economy turned south.
Our corporate business suffered mostly, which is the large part of our business from Thanksgiving to Christmas, the holiday season. We've been fortunate to be relatively flat, over the last few years.
Now, patience and dedication are paying off for these longtime college friends who expect a great year ahead.
Our projection to be 2011 was to be at $2 million.
In a community naysayers said would not support a sophisticated wine boutique.
I don't think people who perceived Harlem as not ready for wine really understood Harlem. But Harlem as a community traditionally has been very culturally advanced, very professionally advanced, and that's reflected in our customer base.
It's more like a family. You walk in, they treat you great, they're to the point. They're able to give you a little experience about other things and what they have in their shop, and they're very professional.
They're just a great team. They work together through everything they do. They support every other entrepreneur in the neighborhood as well.
It's their in-depth knowledge and dedication to buying wine from distributors of color as well as women that JJ says keeps customers coming back. It looks like you have a wine from almost every country in the store.
We, have the regular regions that everyone knows about: France, Sonoma, Napa, Italy. But we also have amazing selections from some of the lesser-known areas like Slovenia, Morocco, Greece, Lebanon.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm gonna get this one too. Based on the overwhelming success of Harlem Vintage, a wine experience, Eric and AJ also opened a wine bar right next door called Nectar.
The vibe is much more slick and sort of urbane. So we wanted to leverage sort of our customer base from Harlem Vintage. We wanted to again provide a new service to the neighborhood. We were the first of its kind in Harlem.
If someone else is thinking about leaving their day-to-day job, what advice do you suggest?
I think we all have that same thirst to do it, to kind of plow through the negativity, and you have to go for it.
Thanks, Shannon. If you know a small business owner who could be our next Entrepreneur of the Week, contact us on Facebook or Twitter. Up next, now that you have the perfect wine selected, we help you create the perfect dinner party.